So, okay, people, I'm going to put some, I've struggled and I'm here. I'm going to put some things on online with regards to this case because the world must stop to listen and understand how I traveled from taking my case from London Early Years Foundation to where I'm now at, and all things that is happening to me is related. Yeah. So I am going to be taking some things from other places and just basically using whatever I have to tell my story, that I didn't just, whatever's happening didn't just start on a whim. I decided that I'm going to take my arguments forward. I've been trying to reach out to the solicitors because I only see the barrister when I get to court, brief. So I am going to put on record, I have lots of things, so I might have used some of them before, but because of this, I'll try, hopefully, not to encroach on people's space and mention names that I'm not supposed to mention. But this is I'm taking my arguments from documents that I have, and I have been trying to say to those acting on my behalf, this is this, and this is that, and this is that. But I'm tunnel vision into a letter that was dated the 13th of July 2023 that I think I received the 17th, and I phoned the number that was on it, and here I am today. So I'm going to start with this one. I don't know how to put up things at the moment because I'm just so confused with what's happening. So here you will see it. And I will tell you the names of the relevant party, so at least it's there. Yeah? So this letter is dated the 24th of July, 2023. It says general form of judgment or order. Before District Judge Greenedge, sitting at the County Court at Central London, it is ordered that the case be transferred to the defendant's home court, Clerkenwell and Shoreditch County Court. It has housing for women and Mervelee Myers. I am the defendant in this thingy. My name is there. But I was not aware of this. And I'm saying to the solicitors, there's got to be some law somewhere that says I wasn't aware of this. And give me leeway for the fact what was happening to me in July. And he's saying no. The law says. So who am I? In compliance with GDPR, I done GDPR training. I said my bones are sticking out. I'm not gonna be reading everything. I'm just putting the facts online. So you see there's an order. And then I will try and tie up how many miscarriages of justice there are and why certain names are taboo. Yes? So I think I should take out certain amount of paper in order to get this. Yeah, so I'll come up to Stellini. So all right, that's one. So this also, this is dated the 24th of July 2024. This one says notice of transfer of proceedings. It has my name on it, but I wasn't aware. To all parties. The solicitor said, if it's to all parties, how come I wasn't aware of it and my name is on it? That's all I'm saying. As a result of an order made on 24th of July 2023, this claim has been transferred to the County Court at Clerty, Wayland, Shoreditch. But my name is on it and to all parties. So how am I a party if my name is not on it? I've not done any training anywhere. It's just common sense. How does this affect me? Yeah? It's to all parties. But one member of the party was not aware. So now this one is the 26th of July. Yeah? My name is on it. Notice of hearing of application. Upon the application dated the 24th of July 2023, yes, there was an application which I was not aware of with my name on it. The hearing of the claimant's application for ex parte injunction, see copy attached, will take place at 11 a.m. on the 27th of July 2023 for 30 minutes. All of July from that letter was whatever to do with my crisis. They were online. If not anything else, the ECG, I posted it online. I have to shut everything down. Yeah? Where you should attend the face-to-face hearing conducted in person. But how am I going to attend a hearing even if I was able to without being notified? That's all I'm saying. Notice of hearing of application. I was not notified. I had no knowledge of anything happening. So even if I was able to attend, and I wouldn't have been because can't remember exact when, but it's between that date when my brother was in intensive care and I had the high ECG. Yes? How do you account for these things? I'm the person named in there, so how if I'm not informed? So they do the waste paper. So all this, it's in the bundle. So it's to make the bundle bigger. It's all the same. Yeah? So this is how they waste money to trick people like me and Miss Presley. Yeah? So this one now is 27th of July. General form of judgment or order. Yeah? Before District Judge Swan. No, I didn't. Up to this, I wasn't aware of this. Before District Judge Swan sitting at the county court, upon hearing counsel for the claimant and the court declining to make a without notice, I wasn't aware of any of this. It is ordered that application is adjourned to 12 midday on the 1st of August 2023. Time estimate 30 minutes. Time for services abridged to 24 hours. Cost reserved. Dated 27th of July. Up until that time, I wasn't aware of any of this. And then my crisis, my ECG result was posted online. I've read all of this already, so I will not go back over it. So this, I think I should put this. So this is the whatever. Yes? And I ask God, why me, God? But if it's not me, maybe another person couldn't still be here, having a voice and giving Miss Presley a voice. Injunction order, record of hearing. Yes? Claim number KO2CL827 on Tuesday, the 1st day of August, 2023, before District Judge Sterlini. How do I know the name District Judge Sterlini? Claims were struck out with District Judge Rand and Zimmel. I'd never attended County Court at Clerkenwell and Shore, still this case with Housing for Women. It was always things sent on, transferred from here to there to there. So I know this name because on correspondence, when a case was struck out with Winsome Duncan that reached telephone mediation, District Judge Stellini's name was on it, District Judge Zimmel, and District Judge Rand. And now they are saying the claimant represented by counsel, the defendant did not appear having been given notice of the hearing. If I was given notice of the hearing, I was not aware of it. On the 30th of, it was a Sunday, on the 30th of July, Sunday evening, somebody knocked on my window. An elderly man, he was even joking with me. Handed me a bundle. So you see why bundles have to be big. They have the trees of the same paper. Not relevant. How they spend money to get money. Handed me a bundle. And on that bundle was also a USB space to it. Remember, it's Sunday evening. I'm having all this crisis. July. I'm carer for my husband. So honestly, I didn't even have time to open the bundle. And even if I had opened it, I probably would not have made sense of the bundle. The next day, I was in Tessa Joel Medical Center. I was there, I recorded, asking for help with my husband because by this time I could see. And then with my high blood pressure, brother dying, all of that was happening. And a District Judge Sterlini who strike out my case. I don't know if it's a female or a email. I'm just telling you. And when I'm trying to tell the solicitor, please give me a voice. No, it can happen the way it can happen. So this is what, I'm not going to read it. I don't know how, maybe later on I can scan them and put them into something else. But right now, I'm just hoping. So this is what they accuse me of behind my back. And some of this is the result of a 12-page witness statement by Mimi Owusu. Hence, now this person is coming to my home and all of that. And they waited until after my husband died. Do I deserve any of what's happening to me? No. Yeah? So these are the schedule of alleged breaches. So I'll put this here and in some, when I get my other laptop, I see how I can and put up things like how I see people. So these are the schedule of alleged whatever. I never got a chance to defend myself in no way. Yeah? During that time. Even if I was this person, when do I have time for all this? And then the hate mob formed in Alma Grove. Even my friend Debbie, who attended court with me, Debbie have about £500 for me. Debbie turned against me, came in here and argued with me and said, because I called the fellow racist for kicking my door and abusing me, stand at my door, threatened me. And Debbie left, joined with them. The Debbie who used to give me information, because it's Debbie who told me that my neighbor told her somebody at Housing for Women want me out of here. Maybe I can say it's here. They will say, yeah. So this was signed by somebody from Devonshire solicitor to be the fact. No, I am not this person. I'm not this person that was in it. And even if I'm this person during the time when this came out, I didn't have the time to be this person. Yeah? Application notice. So someday, somehow, I will have to find a way, scan them and put them in like how I see other people do it. Yeah? So up until this time. Yeah? That's what they do to people like me. So in order to stay alive, this is what I'm doing. I haven't eaten in how many days. I haven't washed, I haven't done anything because I haven't got. So this was the letter that came. And all I did, there's a number on the letter. 0207-880-4264. I sat right there. I was taking my husband to do the power of attorney. Mimi Owusu found us a solicitor after Trevor came in here and take his father £11,000. I didn't even know my husband had that money in here. But you know, old people, they don't believe in putting everything in the bank. So they have a little here. The only notion I have, my husband once said to me, if anything happens to me, make sure you secure my briefcase. I never go in and look at my husband's briefcase. Another time we were talking, he says to me, Trevor asked him if he could borrow money off the property, and he told him no. And he says to me, he has the deeds for the property here. I said to him, I didn't even go look to see what it looked like. All I said to my husband, leave it with me. If you die before me, I will give the deeds to Trevor. I've never had no interest in my husband's property. I've never lived there. That's not me. When Mimi Owusu came on board, she tried to get me to do something about it, but I wasn't interested. The deed is still here because Trevor hasn't come to collect it. So when I phoned, and as per usual, anybody who knows me now know I record. So I record the conversation that I phoned. And when things began to get out of hand, then I use the email. Yeah, it's on a letter. I didn't have to go and look up anything online. Like sometimes I go and look up things online when I want to find. It was on a letter sent to me, to my address. And now I'm being penalized for using that information. I'm being penalized for using that information. So I must remove things that involve that. Why? How the person who advocated on behalf of Tess when they were going to run gas pipes through here, greedy contractors. And I said, I don't want it. And Tess said, please ask them. I don't want it through my house either. Housing for Women has right the portal of every data for me, and now playing the fool. And now I am the one who can be imprisoned and evicted for my truth. Oh no, I don't want this. Go away. because this one is on different thing. I don't know why it changed over. Yeah. So I'm showing the world that I am the one who has been wronged. I am the one who has been wronged. Yeah. Contempt application. So for doing what I believe at the time was right, as I said, I don't want to be taking out paper because, yeah. So contempt application. I honestly didn't set out to do anything that was against the law. But in the first instance, I shouldn't have been in that situation I was placed in. Yeah? Yeah? So your rights, they know exactly what they're doing. So I'm just going to show paper from here that's relevant. I'm not going to play into whatever. So I already show the alleged breaches. So when I die, I leave somebody. My mark will be left for somebody to whatever. Yeah? Court fee. Yeah? 23rd of September. No, 13th of September. Yeah? Upon reading the following application. Yeah? Yeah? 40 minutes. So this was the 13th of September. All of a sudden, I'm this evil person. Even when I was caring for my husband and going through another crisis, that what comes with bereavement and lose. But my brother was no better because he did. Yeah? So this was Stephen Ajira. And then I got to court one day and Stephen Ajira had sent email to the court to take his name off the list. So I was represented by duty solicitor. Yeah? Yeah? This one before District Judge Hayes. And I was given a barrister, Angela Del Boro. And she was supposed to meet with me in advance. I never meet her until the day of the court. And from I meet her, all she kept saying, you need to be whiter than white. You need to be whiter than white. And I'm thinking, why do I need to be whiter than white? I am not white. But I never said it to her because by this time, if I said anything, everybody take it as whatever. But the horror of horrors is we went into court. They told me I was not to say anything. I was to let the barrister talk. And when I came out of court, it was like all the time she was in court, she was scared I was going to shout at the judge. And I'm thinking, you sat beside me there representing me, and you're so scared that I was going to shout at the judge. Those are the things I get. And I don't know why. And I'm not bothered anymore. Yeah? See again, you're right. Why you pack up these things to make a bundle? The same thing repeated. You're right. You're entitled to what? But I'm entitled to these things, but I never got them. Go listen. Well, you can't listen because I have to get rid of them. Yeah? Me saying to my husband, I didn't get a solicitor. I'm not eating, da, 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 da. Nobody is calling me. This, that, that. Yeah? Repeat again about court fines, fees. Yeah? The same old paperwork. That's how they stitch you up with these. Yeah? They stitch you up with these heap of paper now. So the minute you see these paper now, you begin to panic. Because there was a time I would not open letters until my husband said, you have to open those letters. Yeah? So this one is before District Judge Bell. 18 December. Before District Judge Bell. Yes? When I saw the name District Judge Bell, I remember I have paperwork here with District Judge Bell name on it. I didn't know if District Judge Bell was a female or a male until I got to court. And when I got to court, the barrister was like, everybody was scared of District Judge Bell. District Judge Bell sent 7 of my claims back from somewhere to somewhere, including the one that judgment was passed for Ryan Clement to pay back my £9,000, and I haven't got my £9,000 yet. And yet Court Enforcement Service was sending letter here, threatening me with whatever again for not collecting my money. And when I see those things, and I'm trying to explain to the solicitor, but my case didn't just start here. Nobody's listening because all they're dealing with, they get paid to deal with an injunction. But hear me out and see me out. No. Yeah? So I tell you, they put the things in there double time. So here it is again, the same letter. Why is it there? To make a big bundle and confuse me. Because this was sent to me. Yeah? So here now, this one said, again, District Judge here is amended. Yeah? How many times they put the same thing? See it again? Confusion. So this one is dated 21st of December. District Judge Nadeau. Let me tell you now. So here it is, District Judge Nadeau. I was called by the surgery to book an appointment to go see them about my mental health. So I was in court, I think, on the 18th. So I was not in before any District Judge Nadeau. I was at my mental health appointment. Yeah? I was never there. Yeah? Upon hearing counsel for the claimant and the defendant not attending, I was at a mental health. They booked me. So everything I'm not attending. And even that, nobody considered. I wasn't aware of this. It was since my husband died and I'm going through all these things, I have time to look through the bundle because it came and I didn't look through it. And I'm saying to the solicitor, no, nothing can be done. I could not have attended because I had a mental health appointment. You see how I got stitched up? So I wasn't there for the 1st of August because they had all gone from the 24th and done what they'd done. And when the thing came, actually, I didn't even have time to see it. So who is the worst off? Me. And if I mention certain people's name, I'm blocked out. Application for injunction. Yeah? And this is Stephen Ajira's signature. And as I said, I got to court one day, and that's when I was told that. Yeah? So solicitors for the claimant, Devonshire solicitors. Honest to God. Yeah? So here it is again. So they will send their people come, and their people come here and intimidate, harass, and bully me. They come, sometimes she open door for them and they at my door. And sometimes they come with their recording already. By the time I get there, they are recording me. And when I do my recording, I must take it off. So here it is. Defamation. Yeah, did not appear having been given notice of hearing. Yeah, the claimant's witness Trina Filbert signed on the 21st of July. So 2 days after my brother's birthday, when he was in intensive care. Spent his 60th birthday in intensive care. Yeah? Yeah? So this was the person who I said the bundle came after they went through all their order and done what they done. I didn't have time. It was a Sunday evening. The person who brought it, there it is. I'm not lying. And they have all these things in these bundles. And the solicitor said nothing can be done. You can't look through this paper and use my fact to say, no, there's no way this could be happening. So now, I must remove what? Yeah? The same old repeat things. So instead of you making things easy for me to whatever, considering at one stage I had no, so you keep putting the same thing in there again. Yeah? Yeah, so this was when I tell you, I think this was the elderly man who came. Yeah, so this is when they signed the Samantha Gibbs. She's off on long-term sick leave. The Samantha Gibbs who bring somebody here, a male at my door with the key I gave them, try and assault me. So there it is. Me against the world, whilst I have my husband traumatized. Juice's LLP. So I went and I take out claims against these now. But who is helping me and listening to me? Yeah? Yeah? There we are. Yeah? I came home one day. I think it was the 1st of August or 2nd or wherever, and found something here. And I found the number, and that was when somebody said, you can't delay. Yeah? See another one here. 2nd of August. And you tell me the solicitor are not willing to look and help me. See? 2nd of August. Yeah? And if I see a number and something and I'm trying to, genuinely the first time I called, I said, please, do you know what you're doing? I didn't call because I at the time when I got the letter, I have no idea who these people were, except that I saw housing for women on it. Yeah? And it's the same old thing again. How many pages of whatever? Yeah? And when I see District Judge Stellini knowing that he or she was part with Rand and Zimmel in striking out my claim that reached telephone mediation with Winsome Duncan, who sold my book, I'm not supposed to be angry and upset. Yeah? And this is me. For what I pay for, I pay for this. And somebody is there and taking it on. And if I talk my story about what is happening for me, I must remove it. And I am not I am the wrong person. Yeah? So basically, as well as sending Samantha Gibbs in here, sending your delivery people. Police come, opening the door, malicious report, opening the door, all that's happening. Basically, my home was being invaded by me telling my story. Where did they capture these? There are things where photographs is taken of me and whatever. What else has been taken? And when I said that, that camera was there for surveillance, so they can do whatever inside here. Do you think I'm joking? So all of this is whatever I sat right here. You see where it is. See the chair? So somebody was actually spying on me and doing what they were doing. And I can't act. Yeah? Here it is. In my own space, doing my own work. And yet I was a member of the scrutiny panel. Yeah? You tell me now. And I am the one can face eviction and whatever. So there it is. So now we reach this. Because this is the person that have how many channels and how many names on here. And when I address it. Yeah? How good is my voice considering I haven't eaten? But I'm going to read this. So this is it. I've read it before, but I'm going to read it again. Because as I said, if I die, so it's all blocked out. Yeah? Yeah? Witness statement. My name is also known as and all the rest is blocked out. I set this initiative as a response to the knife crime amongst the youth. I work in partnership with the Royal Air Force since 2020. And I'm also sponsored by Bedfordshire, Cambridgeshire, and Hertfordshire Police. My organization has also been approached by New Scotland Yard. As an organization they'd like to work in affiliation with. I first met Mervelee Myers, who I'll refer to as MM from here on, in April of this year, whilst I was at an event, and then it's blocked out. I was invited to this event by my business associate and friend. Well, the business associate and friend is Liz. She's captured at my doorway when she came to support me. Yeah, business associate and friend. After she assaulted me when I went to support somebody. At some point during this event, I was being interviewed by a lady who owned a magazine and was interested in finding more about my organization. That's a lie. As you see, I'm captured on there. I was wearing my cultural clothes. So the lady came over to interview me. I was the first one interviewed. This person offered to carry around the lady who was doing her equipment. Yeah? So she was not being interviewed. She said she was shy. Yeah? A lot of people came to speak to me soon after the interview. No, not true. Well, I did go to speak to her. And MM approached my colleague. Yeah? I approached her. She said to speak to her colleague. And said she was interested to be involved. My colleague pointed to me and yes, same way, and told MM to go over and speak to me about her interest in my company. Okay, fair enough. Soon after, MM approached me and said, whatever you're doing, I want to be involved. Fair enough. I've been out there from when? Lost my job, haven't worked, kicked out of here, kicked out of there. I gave her my card. She gave me hers, and I told her to give me a call anytime. She called the very next evening. So you see, I don't delay. And I spoke for about 30 minutes while she told me about her 100-year-old husband. That would be April, March. So I had a big party. Yeah? Invested in a party where I was let down by my husband's family. My brother came over for the party from America. Her anxiety. Would I tell her about my anxiety? Probably not, but everybody should know about my anxiety. I don't make my anxiety didn't define me. And the fact that she is very good with social media and enjoys writing and meeting new people. Fair enough. Without knowing that what I was walking into, okay. I thought she was a dream come true. Especially as I needed someone with the qualities she claimed to have to be involved in my organization. Okay. We eventually agreed to meet that Wednesday. I think it was either the 19th or the 26th of April at a nearby Costa Coffee. Nothing of the sort. However, on our way to meet her, blocked out and I got slightly lost. Okay. You're this big business, whatever. So got slightly lost. So decided we should come to her house to have the meeting. So if we had arranged to meet at Acosta, the Mervelee who would be here wouldn't be at my house when they got slightly lost. I would be at the Costa where we arranged to meet. That's me. So I wouldn't be at my house when they got slightly lost to tell them to come to my house. That's not me. She warned her home was a bit messy. Fair enough, I always tell people in advance. When we arrived, we noticed a lot of handwritten notes all plastered on her window about someone called Debbie Gilchrist. No, not necessarily, you know. I had things in there about my participation with border crossing and Tony Seeley and the project that was happening. So I changed my thingy around to suit whatever was happening. And housing for women. My colleague, blocked out, asked her what that was all about. Nothing of the fact. Nothing of this is true, but I'll read. And she should remove them from the window because it's not a good look. As I said, she's telling her story the way she wants it to be portrayed. And I'll read what she's written. Especially when told us that Debbie Gilchrist was her upstairs neighbor. Initially, I thought D. Gilchrist was a local MP for who had become disgruntled with. So why are you thinking that? And I was chosen not to vote for. Everybody knows my views on voting and politics in here. Anytime I vote is because my husband sent me out to vote for who he wants me to vote for. Otherwise, I'm not involved in politics and religion, to that say. Yeah? So, okay. So, yes, you're making whatever. So now, similar to when some people plastered Brexit plasters on their windows a few years ago. So if you can do whatever, so why am I not allowed to poster to tell my story of being involved with certain things? When told us it was her neighbor, I couldn't understand why she should do this. And when I asked, she told me the upstate neighbor was racist. A fact. But she and I never had this conversation. She embellished things to do whatever. She has so many personalities. She uses male and female. And only how I know, I got an email from Dexter Blackwood. And when I mentioned it to her, she told me it was her and told me how she go about doing her things. I asked if she wasn't worried the neighbor would see these items and react. Said the items had been at the window for weeks, and furthermore, she was not afraid of anyone, not even God. Fact. Maybe I didn't tell her. But there was always flowers in my window, so it came a time when I put the things in my window to help tell my story, which I think is my right, based on what was happening. I told her other neighbors can see that. She shrugged and said that didn't bother her. I remembered feeling a bit uncomfortable about it and a little sorry for her that she was a victim of a racist neighbor. So that would have been the first day. That would have been the first day. She feels sorry for me and I was a victim of a racist neighbor. We didn't pursue the subject, but the next time we visited, about 2 weeks later, lie. The items had been removed. Lie. Not 2 weeks later. From she visited the first time, she was always back. We'd meet up. Yeah? Lie. The inside of MM's home was absolutely disgusting. Tip. Another lie. Hardly anywhere to sit. Lie. Lots of paperwork all over the floor and on the seats. Lie. There are times when I put my things out, I clear them away. And she made no effort to remove them. Lies. Black out and I sat down with MM's paperwork and other items such as newspaper next to us or on our laps. Lie. Because her friend Liz brought a Ludo board where they used to play with domino board and domino. So they used to, my brother was here. There are times we'd buy fish and chips because I didn't do any proper cooking for them because at this time I was not in that state. I remember she wasn't here. Liz came and I made cornmeal porridge for all of us. My husband, my brother was still here. And Liz, she wasn't here that day when Liz came. So all this is lies. She reminded me of a hoarder, but she insisted she was in the middle of tidying up and reorganizing. Anybody who knows me knows I'm a hoarder and where it comes from. But the room was very cluttered. You had to watch where you stepped. Another lies. There was another sofa opposite, blocked out, and I sat, but it was so full of cluttered. No, there was a sofa bed in here that I had to get rid of when I had to get my husband in here because my stepson changed the lock on off. So there was a sofa bed. You can go back and look when my son came the first time. That's what he slept on. So it was here, a sofa bed. It was always tidied. We couldn't sit on it. I'm not sure at first if it was an actual sofa or just a pile of junk. Lie. I wouldn't say we had the meeting I had intended because MM spent the entire 2 hours just ranting about anybody and everybody. Another lie. In particular, housing for women, Leaf, Winsome Duncan, her upstairs neighbor, and more. So she found that from whatever source. Basically, everyone had done her wrong. Block out, and I actually felt sorry for her. We thought she was in need of genuine friends who cared. So are you genuine friends who cared? We also felt pity for her husband, who was always sat in the cluttered kitchens, always wearing what looked to be a filthy dressing gown. My husband was always on show. Yes? Eventually blocked out, and I left. But over a period of time, we took MM to be a friend. Okay. Over time, we took her to the Lambeth Country Show. No, you did not take me to the Lambeth Country Show. That is whatever. I'm always going to these places. At Bartwell Park, the Tabernacle in Powys Square, yes, you took me there. Notting Hill. We took her to karaoke nights in South London, yes. Parties in Haringey. It was only me and you, Liz didn't come. Blocked out because I was concerned with all her talk about people who had taken advantage of her in the past and because of her husband's advanced age. I suggested she protected herself by getting a power of attorney. Was I lying? When I got that letter, I sat right there because I was going. Am I lying? No. But she had her reason why she done these things. She asked me to find a solicitor for her, confirmed, which I did. And on the day of the appointment, she insisted I wanted She insisted and wanted me to go with her and her husband to the solicitor's office. No, she already had her plans. Yeah, so it was all arranged. Yeah? So are you saying on the day, I just insisted on the day you would have been get ready to go? It doesn't make sense. On the 1st of June, whilst the solicitor's office in whilst at the solicitor's office in Crystal Palace, decided without any warning whatsoever that she wanted to be her power of attorney. I was really taken aback and insisted she should ask her family member in Jamaica to take this position. But she insisted, blocked out. Her husband even stated to her she had known me long enough to make such a decision. But she stood firm with her decision. Can you see how I was coerced and influenced? That this person had my best interest? Otherwise, why do you think I would do that? Weeks later, the solicitor sent me the documents to sign. I still have the documents. I have never signed them because on the 26th of July, my association with came to an abrupt end. Why? As time progressed, I began to notice some very nasty behaviors from So was it after my or whatever ended? Which left me doubting my desire to be in her company. After you scammed me my money, madam? Mainly aggressive behaviors. If I didn't agree with her ideas, nothing of the fact. Plans or actions such as writing on her blog that someone was a pedophile. You wasn't writing my blog, darling. I was writing my blog, and I know who the pedophiles are. When she didn't have any proof to back such claims. No, you're wrong. Maybe you're a pedophile because you got Dominic sectioned, so you can have control over Dominic. Yeah? Maybe you're also a pedophile, Mimi, or so you got Dominic sectioned, so you can have total control over Dominic. And what you were trying to do when you sent police come here on the 7th of July and told me it is Trevor. She wouldn't look at me. She wouldn't look at me. Or if she did, she'd look angry, or she would argue with me. How does somebody look angry? She would argue with me or have a seriously angry frown on her face. All right. So I met her April, June, and then by July, she said she ended it. So this is 3 months period then. She noticed all these things. I soon developed a way to cope with her ever-changing behavior by agreeing with literally anything she said. It made for a much easier life. 3 months. Things came to a head when she kept insisting I help her write a letter to Nationwide to demand they remove a flag from her account following her bad behavior from her to the staff and customers, which took place on the 28th of April this year. So yes, who was I? Why was I in there? So these are the things I'm trying to get the solicitor to say. Can we have a look at whatever? No. And this is crucial to why I was labeled a violent nuisance. When I insisted I was not going to write her another letter, and she was more than capable of writing her own letter, because although I may write a corporate letter, she never heeded my letters and instead would add her own obnoxious and aggressive angle to the letters that I'd write for her and go off on what I could only describe as a rant. The following day, she sent me an abusive voice message, and I don't think I'm going to spend the time and read all of this. I'm going to find a way of getting this scanned into something, yeah, and present them. Yes? So this is what she wrote for Housing for Women. Yes? And this is what was used to label me a violent nuisance. Yeah? Her 12-page witness statement. I've written to prime ministers. I've written to corporate, whatever. Reverend Rose Hudson Wilkin, can you mediate on my behalf? Because I met you at Housing for Women. No take. And now I am the one who is facing imprisonment and eviction for speaking my truth. And I have a, yeah? SODOC Adult Social Care, and filed a detailed referral form to report she is causing financial abuse on her husband. Details same as above. So she went and done all these things. And the person who I met said, I put in the thing, nobody knew of me until certain and certain. Yeah? So this was actually written Friday the 13th of October 2023. Yes? To date, I still live in fear of MM coming to my address. I avoid going into local areas such as Brixton or Peckham unless I absolutely have to, in case I bump into her. I don't go out as much during the day as I used to because I fear she is nearby. When do I have time for that? Going through what I'm going through, a sick husband to care for, dealing with court cases. When do I have time? This whole situation has really affected my well-being, and I have not been sleeping very well since July. Whenever I receive a notification on my phone, I fear it's someone sending me one of her videos she's made about me. It's gotten to the stage that I fear checking my messages on my phone. My worst fear is that she will attack me in public or she'll daub obscenities on my door. I am willing to go to court if necessary. And this is used as part of what Housing for Women and the solicitors and the court is using against me, despite whatever else I have. And I'm saying to the solicitor, it's not just whatever is being said, it's more to it, and they're not listening to me. Isn't any wonder I get angry and upset? So I went ahead. He said I should close whatever I've there down because of the injunction. So I went ahead and closed it down. I reported every time my door is kicked to the police, and I also report nothing is done because that thing is there. So because that thing is there, which I know is unlawful, I can't do anything. So nothing will be taken from before that thing came, and nothing will be taken after. It's there. And see more things that been signed. Witness statement of Trina Filbert. Yeah? Affidavit of whatever. So I'm just showing you what's there. So somehow, somebody have to come to my rescue. I don't deserve to be in prison and evicted because I'm not the one who is in the wrong. I was only safeguarding myself and my husband. And if they had acted from I started raising concerns about my neighbor, it would reach this. Even if I reacted in any way, it wouldn't reach this. Yeah? And there it is. So Terry Hattersley, I take these now to small claims court and nobody's helping me. When I tell they whatever, juicy solicitors, there we are. Yeah? Terry Hattersley. So this is when, she never stopped until she get the solicitor to stop representing me. Charles Hildan Co. Yeah? She never stopped until he pulled out. I got to court one day and there was an email. Take me off the list. There it is. Yeah? Affidavit of Trina Filbert. All this is lies. Yeah? Another name, P. Cruz. Additional paper to bulk up the thing. So this was sent to me, a whole big bundle. And even when I have solicitors, they send things to me to confuse me. So I'm not lying. I'm putting this on there. So this is 28th of July. Yeah? Devonshire's. Narin Masira has gone off somewhere. I need to put things back in, so I'm not mixing. Yes? So I'm just showing you. I can't read, so don't know if I need to get back, so I'm cooking and I'm bathing and I'm doing anything. But until I get that back, there's nothing I can do. So yes, because I'm sure if I can get this done properly. Yeah, there it is. 2nd of August. Witness statement of service. Yeah, 1st of August. That's when I whatever. Here we are. So they do repeat. So they send it twice. So that's how they bulk up the thing. So I've been through all of this already. How my name was defamed, my character, whatever. So it's 2nd time. And all this, I've gone through this again already. Extra piece of paper. So this is the door. And as you can see on this door, I don't know who took this picture, but if you look on the door, you will say, this side is my bell. Over here is where they have, but some of the time they come and put their bell under mine, but it doesn't work because when they ring my bell, it reverberates everywhere. So even when they put, what I want you to notice, there was no camera when this picture was taken. Then they put the camera up and they turn it directly facing the road. And then they change it round facing to my side of the door. So anybody who comes through the door is captured. When my door is being kicked and the police come and said, because I don't see who is kicking my door. The BT engineer came and I was discussing the matter with him and he said, anybody who kicks your door has to be captured on the camera. Because it's got to be somebody who enters here. So if somebody inside here kicks your door, is captured on the camera. I said it to them. He said no. This picture was also taken when the mats were there. And then after they started antagonizing me, leaving notes because I don't see, nobody ring my bell or whatever. I'll only be in here and I look, I see something push under the door. So they were using the key that they asked me for cut copy to now come now and antagonize, bully, harass. So that all I'd see, note on the mat to remove the mat. So I remember two separate times. And then I put the mats inside and my husband said, put them back out. I didn't put them back out. It was my husband who actually physically put them back out. And then after that, the mats were gone. And then it reached a stage now where my husband was in decline. And I'm going out there, I'm seeing dog feces, animal feces. I'm coming in, the trolley needs whatever. And I have no way, because usually the mats would be there, you could run it over it. Now everything comes in here. So this is the one that I want you to take note of. So I think by this time now Trevor had come to fix the bell. Yes, because he came to fix the bell, and at the same time he took his father £11,000. So it was Mimi and Liz who helped me in some way, because that's when she suggested power of attorney, making a will, and the whole works. I'm not lying. So yes, it was fixed. I don't think at that time there was the they had installed the camera. I can't remember. But she came, she'd gone to America because her father had Parkinson's, dementia. She'd gone to America to sort out her father. She was the one who asked me, can I help Mimi? Can I lend Mimi the money? Yes. I have some messages not deleted on WhatsApp where she's saying, asking Mimi, when are you going to pay Mervelee back her money? So I'm not lying. Even if I'm whatever I am, I'm not lying. I am the one who was abused and used. Yeah, so who took this picture and who was it? So she had come back from visiting her father. And then I told her what was happening to me with this situation, and she said she was coming to support me. Yeah? So when was this picture taken, and who took this picture? It must have been taken from upstairs. I don't know. So all this is statement of course. Yeah? I'm just showing the world what I've been through and how the court has stitched me up. And it started at King's College Hospital, NHS Foundation Trust. So I realized NHS will work for NHS. And I don't think anybody, even the new GP, all they're interested in is to force me to take medication. So I have something here that says my views on medication. Yeah? So even if I'm dead and gone, as I said, something will be left. So here is cost. So I'm not taking out any more of the. So this is Narin Masera. Certificate of service. Yeah. So I'm just going to do this now, because I need to get rid of this. But I need to, don't know, I wait until I get what? So this one is 22nd of January. This one is January 2nd of January 2020. See? 12th of January. Certificate of service. There. Here say notice pursuant to Section 2 Civil Evidence Act 1994, 1995 and CPR 32.2. See? Statement of cost. Witness statements of service, Michael Keeley. Statement of cost, so they put it 2 times. So you have witness statement of Stephen Ajira. So he is the one who I got to court, and an email had come to take him off. Yeah, so here it is. So I'm not going to read this again, but this would be my letter. 29th of April 2019, cataloging what I want housing for women should have on board. Yeah? So there it is. So I'm going to try and hopefully I get better. And nothing happened to stop me. So I have these so people can go there and see for themselves where I've been, how I've tried to resolve issues. Yeah? Draft order. Charles Hills and Co. Defense to where I'm at now. And my solicitor's not even trying to understand. Everything is just there as is. There it is. Yeah? So how do I get these into a thing? I'm going to try. But right now, I need to get my tablet sorted out because everything, everything is gone. It's not picking up. I can't set up my Wi-Fi on it, and I don't know why. The same way now I'm trying to pay for my Google thingy because payment has been declined. Nationwide has really mocked me about. I need to sort out my upgrade for my rent. So it's the same old foolishness. Here it is. So this is from J.I. Solicitors. But if you're not prepared to listen to me, that my life didn't just start when I get a eviction letter, a possession letter, what hope do I have? You don't believe that my mental health should not be an issue in this matter. And you're saying wherever this person got information from, they don't know me. They don't know me. And their thingy is full of, none of it is correct. But yet you're not prepared to listen to me and give me a say. No, there's an injunction and we filed the defense. But there's something there that said whatever. When I agreed to certain things, I agreed with the understanding that no judge was going to give me the time to talk. So in order to have my voice heard, I have to have the representative who's going to talk. But that's not the case. It's a sad indication of where I am. So I think I can justifiably say I addressed that folder to some sense. I did take out some and put it in another, hoping that I or whatever. But I took out some claims and I was hoping that something would be done about it. But I don't see a way forward. I can't see a way forward with this. So oh please. Go away for now. I need just need to find that thing. I shouldn't be living like this, but this is the way I have to live. It's called survival, people. It's sad. I'm on my own, struggling like this. So maybe I get this one. Yeah. Update to a case I will October, 19th of October. My husband and I were robbed in Peckham. And they still fuck. They still coming up a year later. They still investigating. Whilst I'm being pushed and pushed and pushed forward to be sent to prison for my truth. What can one do? Not much. I need to find here. I need to find something else. Not this. Where is the YouTube? Don't forget about it. I know whatever I need to find is there, but as I said, I don't function when things not right. It's there, but I can't find it. Alright, so I'm gonna write a new one here. For me, this is surviving, yeah? It's just surviving. Not more. This is not what I want. I can't. It should be there now, but I just can't see it. Now I see what I need to see. See how long it takes. So I'm not going to delay because this is how I survive. So I'm going to try and and see if I can do some. Everybody's talking about whatever, but yet I'm the one left. Housing for Women is doing what they're doing to me, and the court is in cohorts with them. Yeah? I'm the one here suffering. But let me focus on me right there now. Focus is on me. This is called staying alive. I need to edit it now. It's there because I've heard from Paul. I need to shut down that too. I see Tony Seeley out there, and then I see everybody. Is it anyone that I'm upset and I'm angry that I've asked these people? Can you help me? And nobody's willing to help me. Can you mediate? And nobody's willing to do it. My family has abandoned me. Did I do open interest? Yes. I need to edit this. I need to copy it. It's not copied yet.